Japanese minimalism isn't just about clean white spaces, it's a mindset. It's the art of, or negative space, being intentional, finding beauty in simplicity, and questioning what we allow into our lives. It's about creating space, physically and mentally, to focus on what truly matters. The key? Being deliberate about what you bring home. Today let's look at 7 things Japanese minimalists avoid buying, and why it might change your own habits. As you watch, ask yourself, do I really need this? Does it add genuine value or just take up space? Let's dive in. Let's start with a familiar scene. The single-use kitchen gadget. You know the ones, those quirky tools that promise to make your life easier, but somehow end up making your kitchen messier. Think avocado slicers, banana holders, garlic presses, gadgets designed for one very specific job. There's a tool for every fruit, every vegetable, every oddly shaped snack. Marketers are experts at convincing us that we need these things. They promise convenience, but what they really deliver is clutter and frustration. Before you know it, your drawers are overflowing and you can't find the one tool you actually need. Most of these so-called solutions are answers to problems that barely exist. How often do you really need to pit a cherry or spiralize a zucchini? These gadgets spend more time collecting dust than being put to use. The truth is, you don't need a drawer full of gadgets. A good chef's knife and a sturdy pan can handle almost every kitchen task. With just a few reliable tools, you can chop, slice, sauté, and roast with ease. Take a look at Japanese kitchens. They're known for focusing on versatile, high-quality tools. Less stuff, more function. Every item has a purpose, and nothing is wasted on novelty. In fact, many professional chefs rely on just a handful of tools to create incredible meals. It's not about having every gadget, it's about mastering the basics and letting your skills shine. Each Unitasker takes up precious space and rarely gets used. The more you accumulate, the harder it becomes to keep your kitchen organized and functional. Instead, invest in a few workhorse tools, a sharp knife, a solid skillet, a reliable pot. These are the items you'll reach for every day and they'll serve you well for years. The philosophy of simplicity and respect for ingredients applies to your tools too. When you pare down to the essentials, you make room for creativity and focus. When you clear out the clutter, cooking becomes easier, more joyful, and even a little meditative. You'll find yourself enjoying the process, not just the result. Next time you're tempted by a shiny new gadget, pause and ask yourself, will I use this often, or will it just fill a drawer and add to the chaos? Minimalism in the kitchen isn't about making life harder. It's about making it simpler, more intentional, and more enjoyable. Choose quality over quantity, function over novelty. A single well-made tool can outlast and outperform a dozen cheap gadgets. Once you start resisting these temptations, you'll realize your skills and creativity matter far more than the stuff you own. The best kitchen tool? Your own hands and imagination. They're the most versatile tools you'll ever have. Shift your mindset from consumer to creator. That's the real upgrade, one that brings satisfaction and freedom. Free your kitchen, free your mind. Let's move on to the next step in simplifying your space and your life. Let's talk about a common trap in home design: excessive decor. It's easy to fall for the idea that more is always better, that every inch of our homes should be filled with something decorative or eye-catching. We're told every surface needs filling. Gallery walls packed with frames, sofas buried under endless pillows, coffee tables crowded with decorative bowls and trinkets. The message is clear: empty space is wasted space. But if we look to Japanese minimalism, we find a different philosophy, one that values restraint and intentionality. Here, the beauty of empty space, or ma, is celebrated. It's not about what you add, but what you choose to leave out. Open walls and clear surfaces aren't empty, they're peaceful. They create a sense of calm and allow you to truly notice and appreciate what's there. Fewer, more intentional items let your space and your mind breathe. When you're not overwhelmed by visual clutter, you can actually relax and enjoy your home. Imagine the impact of a single, beautiful piece of art on a wall. It draws your eye and invites you to pause, rather than getting lost in a sea of objects. Or consider a simple flower arrangement, just one, thoughtfully placed. It brings life and beauty without overwhelming the senses. Minimalism isn't about showing off your style with as many things as possible. It's about curating calm and making your home a place where you can truly unwind. Trends come and go, and with them, so does clutter. What's popular today might feel overwhelming tomorrow. Instead of always asking, what can I add, try asking, What can I remove? This simple shift can transform your space. Choose items with meaning or function, a thriving plant that brings nature indoors, a favorite blanket that offers comfort and warmth, or a piece of art you truly love, something that makes you smile every time you see it. Every item should earn its place in your home. If it doesn't serve a purpose or bring you joy, consider letting it go. When you have less, you appreciate each thing more. The objects you keep become more meaningful and your space feels lighter. Your home becomes a sanctuary, not a showroom. It's a place to recharge, not to impress. Take a look around. Are your shelves filled with things you love or just things you've collected over time without much thought? Try clearing a shelf or a wall. Notice how the space feels bigger, lighter, and more peaceful. Sometimes less truly is more. Minimalism is about presence, not emptiness. It's about being intentional with what you allow into your space and your life. Let your home reflect what truly matters to you, and let go of the myth that more decor means more happiness. Let's talk about our closets, specifically the fast fashion treadmill that so many of us find ourselves on. It's a cycle that's easy to fall into, but hard to escape. Cheap, trendy clothes seem irresistible at first. They pile up quickly, wear out even faster, and leave us constantly searching for the next new thing. The result? Overflowing closets, yet nothing to wear, and a nagging sense of dissatisfaction. Japanese minimalists have found a way out of this endless loop. They avoid the trap by choosing quality over quantity, focusing on what truly adds value to their lives. Instead of chasing every trend, they build a small, versatile wardrobe filled with timeless, well-made pieces that never go out of style. Each item is chosen with intention and care. Imagine owning the perfect pair of jeans, a classic coat that elevates any outfit, and a sweater that stays soft and beautiful for years. These are pieces you reach for again and again. Natural materials like cotton, wool, and linen in neutral colors mean everything works together effortlessly. Getting dressed becomes a simple, stress-free ritual, not a daily struggle. But this approach isn't just about looking good. It's about making choices that are better for the planet and for the people who make our clothes. It's about sustainability and ethics too. Fast fashion creates mountains of waste and often relies on unfair labor practices. Every cheap shirt or dress comes at a hidden cost to both the environment and workers. By buying less and choosing better, you support skilled craftsmanship and help reduce your environmental footprint. You're investing in pieces that last, rather than disposable trends. It's a slow, intentional process. Replace worn-out items with quality, one at a time. Learn to repair, not just replace. Mending a favorite shirt or sewing on a button adds meaning to what you own. Over time, you'll find yourself appreciating your clothes more. You'll feel liberated from the pressure to keep up with every new trend, and you'll develop a personal style that's truly your own. Your closet transforms into a curated collection of favorites, not a dumping ground for impulse buys. With fewer things, you'll discover more joy and peace of mind. Minimalism is about loving what you own, cherishing each piece, and letting go of the rest. And that's a kind of style that never fades. Timeless, confident, and uniquely yours. Now the bathroom, home of the just-in-case beauty stash, half-used bottles, hotel samples, products you tried once and forgot. Marketing convinces us we need endless products and backups. The result? Clutter, waste, and decision fatigue. Minimalism means a simple, effective routine with a few high-quality, multi-use products. Use things up before buying more. No stockpiling. A gentle cleanser, a good moisturizer, a versatile lip balm. Sometimes that's all you need. Every item should have a clear purpose and be used regularly. If it's been sitting for months, question if you need it. You'll save money and space, and your routine will feel like a ritual, not a chore. Shop your stash before buying new. Use up what you have. Find contentment with enough. A simpler routine often gives better results. Less clutter, more calm. That's true self-care. Next, trendy tech gadgets and the endless upgrade cycle. New phone, new watch, new tablet, each promising to change your life. But do you really need the latest model? Japanese minimalists focus on function and longevity, not hype. If your device works, keep using it. Choose durable, reliable tech that serves a real purpose. Resist the urge to upgrade for novelty's sake. You'll save money, reduce e-waste, and free yourself from FOMO. Let technology serve you, not the other way around. When you're not chasing upgrades, you can focus on what matters. Stick with what works. That's intentional living. Number 6. Souvenirs and trinkets. We buy them to remember trips, but the memory isn't in the object. Most souvenirs become clutter, not keepsakes. Japanese minimalism values experiences over possessions. Bring home memories, not baggage. If you do buy something, choose a useful or consumable item, local coffee, a handmade mug. Be intentional, select things you'll use and love, not just collect. Even better, capture the experience itself. Photos, journal entries, learning a local phrase. These are weightless souvenirs with lasting value. Next time you travel, focus on the moment, not the gift shop. See how it feels to come home lighter. The best souvenirs are stories and memories. They enrich your life without cluttering your home. Travel for experience, not for stuff. Let memories be enough. That's freedom. Finally, duplicate household items. The just-in-case trap. Extra sheets, backup can openers, stacks of towels for guests who rarely visit. We stockpile out of fear, but it just creates clutter. Japanese minimalism is about trusting you have enough. Own what's necessary and sufficient for daily life. One good can opener, just enough towels, no endless backups. Shift from just in case to just in time. Free up space, simplify routines, and make your home easier to manage. If you need something extra, borrow from a friend. It's about resourcefulness, not stockpiles. A lean home is easier to keep tidy and organized. Less to store, less to clean, less to worry about. Trust in enough. Those are the 7 things. Minimalism isn't about strict rules, it's about intention. Before you buy, ask, will this add value or just become more stuff? The goal is to make room for what matters: health, relationships, passions. Subtract to add. What could you stop buying? What have you already let go of? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. Thanks for watching. If you're into intentional living, subscribe for more. See you next time.